Hi RLC friends, it's Miss T, your art teacher. I'm here to enjoy another book with you. I really wish we could be in our art room right now making things, but I know you're busy on all the work I've been giving you in the packets and online, and hopefully that's keeping you guys making and you're having fun with that. In the meantime, I thought I'd share a beautiful story based on the story of and the life of an artist. So today I'm going to read The Noisy Paintbox. It's a story, a fictional depiction of Kandinsky's life. So here we go. Oh, and also, I just have to point out, it did win a Caldecott honor. Love that. And I should also mention that this book was gifted to me by Miss Maudsley because she knew I'd love it, which was very nice of her. So I have a beautiful little inscription from her right here. The Noisy Paintbox, the colors and sounds of Kandinsky's abstract art. There you go. Okay. Vasa Kandinsky spent his days learning to be a proper Russian boy. He studied bookfuls of math, science, and history. He practiced piano scales to the marching click of the metronome. He sat stiff and straight at dressed-up dinners while grown-ups talked and talked and talked. Vasa's well-off world was perfectly polite until one day his aunt gave him a small wooden paint box. Every proper Russian boy should appreciate art, said Auntie. She showed Vasa the correct way to mix colors on the paint box palette. Some of you have shown me little wooden boxes like that, almost like a briefcase that you have at home with art supplies. Really beautiful. Vasa mixed red and yellow, then he mixed red with blue. As the colors changed, Vasa heard a whisper. Hiss, louder, hiss, then louder still, hiss. What's that sound? Asked Vasa. I don't hear a thing, said Auntie. Vasya listened as his brush stirred and swished. The colors swirled and trilled like an orchestra tuning up for a magical symphony. Mama, Papa, called Vasya. What a noisy paint box. Silly Vasily, said Papa. Stop being so foolish, said Mama. Vasya painted the sounds of the colors. He spun a bright lemon circle onto the canvas. It clinked like the highest notes on the keyboard. He brushed a powerful navy rectangle that vibrated deeply like the lowest cello strings. He tossed up jagged swashes of blaring crimson and added cheerful dots of burbling green, clanking orange, and tinkling violet. Vasya painted and painted until the colors went quiet. Look at what I made, shouted Vasya. Is it a house? Asked Auntie. Is it a flower? Asked Mama. What's it supposed to be? Asked Papa. It's music, said Vasya, waltzing his painting around the house. Calm down, said Mama. Do some math, said Papa. Heavens, cried Auntie. This boy needs a proper art class. So Vasya went to art class and learned to draw houses and flowers just like everyone else. And as the years passed, Vasya finished school and studied to be a lawyer. He ignored his noisy paint box and lived the way people expected. But Vasya couldn't ignore the sounds of the colors singing to him in the streets of Moscow. The canary-colored mailbox whistling as he rode to work, the scarlet sunset haze ringing above the ancient Kremlin walls, an ivory chorus of snowflakes scattered on the sable collar of his overcoat. One evening, suitably steamed and starched, Vasya attended the opera. As the orchestra's music crashed around him, the colors of the Noisy Paintbox twirled wildly in his mind. Stomping lines of vermilion and coral, caroling triangles in pistachio and garnet, thundering arches of aqua and ebony with shrill points of cobalt and saffron. Vasya heard the colors singing. Vasya saw the music dancing. And Vasya was never quite as proper again. He quit his job teaching law and moved to from Moscow to Munich to be a painter. He studied with this famous teacher and then that one. Is it a house? Is it a flower? What's it supposed to be? His teachers asked. Vasya wanted to paint the colors he heard, but maybe the famous teachers knew best. Once again, Vasya put houses and flowers, animals and people into his paintings, just like everyone expected. The teachers were happy. Vasya was not. His artist friends understood. They too were tired of painting pretty landscapes and pretty ladies. They thought art needed to change. Art should make you feel, Vasya told them, like music. Exactly, said his friends, but none of them knew how to paint feelings until the day Vasya grew brave enough and invited the world to see the painting roaring from the Noisy Paintbox. Hiss, rattle, bash, whistle, murmur, clang, zip. Snapping cerulean points, crunching crimson squares, whispering charcoal lines. Vasya named these paintings after the music he loved: improvisation, composition, accompaniment, fugue movement, and simply 3 sounds. With his Noisy Paintbox, Vasya Kandinsky created something entirely new: abstract art. It took a long time for people to understand. Is it a house? Is it a flower? What's it supposed to be? It's my art, Vasya answered. How does it make you feel? This is actually a recreation of one of his actual works. And here is the artist's note all about Vasily Kandinsky's actual life. And here they show you some of Vasily Kandinsky's most famous paintings. And I just love this book. I think it's beautiful because it depicts how we all make art differently. And some of us can even hear and feel it deep inside of us, as Kandinsky did, and help create a whole new kind of art. All right, I hope you guys are keeping up with your practice and doing well. And hopefully I see you soon. Bye.